How you doing, guys? It's Tamir G. Charles back at you with my promised Arsenal post-game match talk. Really, I'm just going to talk about the match, talk about what to expect with Arsenal, trying to be an outlet for people to, learn more about the team as a whole. And like I said, you're on this ride with me till game 38 to see if Arsenal can become champions since 2003, 2004 Invincibles team. So, get all that out the way, get all the pleasantries out the way. Um, this was one of the worst performances I've seen Arsenal in a while. I'm not going to say in the Mikel Arteta era because when we were bad, when we had David Luiz and Mustafi still in the team, Rob Holding, guys like that, Torreira, he was all right for some games, but um, I haven't seen us play this bad in a while. I don't want to call this a fitness issue as well. I really don't know what was going on. Now, I do want to talk about something that I explained in the game preview, and I told you guys what to watch out for. I said to watch out for number 14 in Arsenal. I said watch out for Victor Gyökeres. If he can hold things up, if he can make those runs, then we'll be fine. And he did not do that. He hasn't shown signs of doing that at all this season. This is his seventh straight game without a shot registered in the Premier League. I wanted him to run some channels today. He couldn't run any channels. Saka and Trossard were getting to the byline, nowhere near in the crosses. The box movement is not good enough. So I don't know. And I start to get mad at Mikel Arteta, and I really never get mad at Arteta. I mean, he's one of the best coaches on the planet. I mean, he changed our lives. Arsenal fans, whether you like him or not, you could care less. The fact that you're this invested is because we're good. So he did change our lives. Really, really top coach. But when you buy somebody for 65 million euros, you expect to play them. But here's the difference. Eze was 60 or 65 million euros. Gyökeres was 65 million euros. They're about the same. Eze's been on the bench for 4 straight Premier League games. So I don't know why he's specifically trying to make this Gyökeres signing really, really work. Like he's trying really, really hard to make this signing work. I mean, he gets starts in back-to-back Premier League games. And when we did have Gyökeres and we had Marino playing, and then Jesus was coming in, we were winning games like crazy. It was fine. We didn't have to scrap games. We didn't have to do this. We didn't have to do that. But then you score a penalty against Everton, and now I guess you're back on the good side of everyone, and you're back on the good side of the manager. And I'm not, like I said, I remember the last time I explained, I said I don't really like to speak bad about people who've got the badge on and got the kit on, but then I'd be doing you guys a disservice by not telling you what to look out for. So I can't baby you and say, well, it's okay. He's going to be okay. You almost cost us 70 million. You've got to start producing, which he can't. This isn't a both sides argument where I'm trying to be, the devil's on this shoulder, then the angel's on this shoulder, and I'm trying to play both sides. If you call it the devil, then I'll just be on this shoulder. I'll just be on this shoulder. It simply is not good enough from him. And I don't think it's going to get better. If you're 27, 28 years old and you don't know how to move in the box, it's over for you. If you've already been in England and you couldn't hack it when he was at Coventry, it's over for you. If all of your goals that people watch on highlight reels for Sporting Lisbon have come in transition moments and counterattacks, and nothing was from settled play, and I barely see any headed goals, which Kai Havertz scored a lot of, and Marino scores a lot of, it's over for you. Do you think your game is just going to simply translate when you're playing better opposition in tighter confines? How are you going to go from Sporting Lisbon to Arsenal, where defenses play us totally different? You don't nearly get as much space to run. And Arteta tries to sell the product like, yeah, we're going to play faster this year. Faster? How are you gonna play fast? How are you gonna play fast if teams are doing what Liverpool did today? They were in their back four with Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk, and Kirkes. They brought their wingers Gakpo and they brought Frimpong back to form a back six. 4+2 is 6. Then they had Soboslai and Verts, the two at the top, putting pressure on our CBs and cover shadowing our midfielders. Then in front of that 6, they had Gravenberch and McAllister. That's a 6-2-2 out of possession for Liverpool. That is haram ball at its finest. At its finest. It's going to be hard to create. And in the first half, we did well. Saka was getting to the byline. He was having a bit of joy against Kirkes. Crossing balls back. Trossard was getting to the byline, having a little bit of joy against Bradley. Declan Rice, when he came over to kind of overload that side, it was pretty good. Odegaard kept the ball really well and was recycling play when he needed to, and he was really filtering stuff. It was looking pretty good. It was looking, I wouldn't say the best, but it was looking like we were cooking with something. And every time a ball would go into the box, you see Gyökeres chilling on Van Dijk's shoulder. You see Gyökeres chilling on Konate's shoulder. He is nowhere to be found. Nowhere. My problem with Arsenal fans, I want to tell you something, and this is for people who don't really understand the sport that much. Arsenal fans, let me tell you something. But Tamir, Kai Havertz can't finish. Well, we don't even say that for Gyökeres. Why? Because he doesn't even get shots away. Hell, I at least want you to be a dude like an Alvaro Morata or a Kai Havertz to where people say, man, these guys can't finish. But gang, they get away shots. They get shots away. Your movement in the box has to be good to shoot the ball. If I'm Gyökeres and I can't even shoot the ball, we don't even remember the last time we've seen Gyökeres shoot the ball. You can't tell me what game, what minute, what happened other than the penalty against Everton. You can't tell me anytime you've seen Gyökeres shoot the ball. Can you tell me? I want to know, please. He's my player. I'm dying to know. I'm itching to know. We have yet to see it. So I don't know from a spirituality standpoint, a cognitive standpoint, a mental standpoint. I don't know what happened with the team. Maybe the Arsenal dog died when. That's not a joke. Maybe something happened behind closed doors that obviously I didn't pick up on as to why the performance was so piss poor after the second half and why our levels just completely dropped. But that's what it is. And if I can actually kind of explain that, I mean, you're going up against Konate and Van Dijk with Gabriel Jesus and Victor Gyökeres. Gabriel Jesus he can hold it up better than Gyökeres, but he can't really beat people that are over 6'3" in duels like that, which the game kind of had to turn into because we couldn't really keep the ball like that, and we were really defending a lot. I mean, we had 60% possession, and then at the end of the game, I think we either had 51 and they had 49. Like they were really, really, really bringing it to us. Really bringing it to us. I don't know what MLS is doing, Miles Lewis-Skelly. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's got going on mentally. I don't know what he's got going on at home, what he's dealing with. Hopefully he's okay. I don't even want to talk about him. He's going to make me too mad. I don't know what he's got going on. I don't know what he's got going on. But I just want to talk about him for 10 seconds just so you know. I have no idea what he's doing. Anyways, that's probably why Nkapie plays. And now Nkapie is hurt. So hopefully we don't drop points. Calafiori, if you can hear me. Because I have no idea what Miles Lewis-Skelly is doing. Anyways, yeah, so when you're going up against these big giants that they've got in the back on Konate and Van Dijk, and you can't hold the ball up like a Kai Havertz, like a Marino, it's going to be a long day for you. It's going to be a long day. And it was. It was a long day for us. It was a very long day for us. To be fair, I'm kind of happy we got a draw because, I mean, like I said, we played awful. Arsenal played awful. I don't know why Arteta didn't want to bring on Marino. I don't know why. I don't know why. He's got to stop his Jokeris fetish. He's got to. The only reason he stopped. Y'all got to understand. Sometimes Arteta's favoritism can kind of get in the way. So Odegaard didn't play in that stretch early to mid-season. Well, we're kind of in mid-season, but you know what I mean. Like kind of, back when he was really, really hurt. And we were winning games left and right. Boom, bop, 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 bop. League, Carabao Cup, Champions League. We were just smacking teams left and right. That's because he couldn't play him. He had no choice but to play Eze. And Odegaard's played good football when he's come back from injury. This is not me getting mad at him. But I say that to say it's like when Arteta doesn't have a choice, then he's got to play somebody else. Jokeris probably will continue to play unless he's dead or his hamstring falls off the bone. If he's available, he will play. That's unfortunate just because Arteta just likes his favorites. We didn't have Jokeris last year, so Havertz had to play. Let's see if he likes Kai Havertz more than he likes Victor Jokeris. We'll see. So that's the Arsenal post game. Really nothing really to say tactically, except for if you really want me to get into it, Arsenal were bad on the cover shadow. The cover shadow is when you go to press a center back, but but the other team has got their midfielder behind you, right? So if I'm going to go press Van Dijk, I'm facing this way. If I'm going to go press Van Dijk and he's got Gravenberch or McAllister behind me and he's trying to find a way to pass that person the ball, you've got to run to press Van Dijk in that passing lane. If you don't, as you run to me, I'm just going to pass the ball around you. And that's one person that's not in the defense for when they go and counter and go to your goal. So the press was booty butt cheeks today. That's me putting it lightly so I don't curse. But the press was booty butt cheeks today. That didn't really help us. We didn't win any first or second balls. That didn't really help us. Just an all-around piss poor performance today. So, like I said, I'll probably... I just like pushing out videos. I know I said I'd get better with tactics and putting stuff on the screen. When I drop YouTube shorts, I could start doing that more. But in these videos, y'all just gonna have to see my face and I'm just gonna rant because I have no idea what was on my TV screen today. But we got Portsmouth on the weekend in the FA Cup first round. So we'll see what happens in that game. All right, Gunners. Peace.